And welcome back. Will Worsham joins us now with this week's Speaking Legal discussion. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Will.
Good to see you too.
Are you ready for this question?
I'm ready, yeah.
Okay.
You doing well?
I'm doing great.
Oh, you look comfortable.
Yeah, well, I am comfortable.
He's
This is a
ready
great
for
new
this
set.
day.
Yes, it is. We love it.
You like that?
I do like it, yeah.
I do too. I went away and they refurbished the whole apartment. Okay.
Okay.
What is the difference between durable power of attorney and a living trust? They both seem to give someone the power to manage and distribute your assets. I know we've talked about these things before.
Sure.
But what is the big difference?
Oh,
there?
yeah, and I get it. I understand why it's confusing. A durable power of attorney gives somebody the authority to act on your behalf while you're still alive. Okay?
Okay.
Living trust gives someone to act on your authority while you're alive. Typically, you grant that to yourself,
Right.
but then it grants it to someone else after your death. So a power of attorney dies when the grantor dies.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
It has no, so as soon as you die, anybody you've appointed as your attorney in fact under a power of attorney no longer has any authority because you can't act because you're dead.
Right.
Right?
Of course.
Right.
Usually the way it works. Yeah.
And let's back up just a little bit because there's two different types of powers of attorney. And we said durable power of attorney
Yes.
here. That's what most people are familiar with now because that's kind of the estate planning function. But there's the power of attorney that's not durable. It's kind of the standard power of attorney. A regular power of attorney gives someone to act on your behalf under whatever authority you grant them under that document, but it's only good while you are able to do those acts. Okay? So you have to be able to do the things yourself.
You have to be in control of your
You
faculties
have to be in control of your
and things like
exactly.
that.
That's
Okay.
exactly the way to put it. You have to be competent. And a regular power of attorney, if you're no longer competent to act, your attorney in fact is no longer competent to act. So that's why we have what's called the durable power of attorney, because it endures past your incapacity. That's what makes it effective for allowing someone else to act on your behalf when you're incapacitated.
Are there a couple of types? Is there like a temporary one, like if somebody goes on a trip and then they have somebody in place and then it's null and void when they're back?
Absolutely, and you can limit that by its own terms and say it's going to be good until such and such a date, or it can be good indefinitely and then you just revoke it. That can be a little problematic because you have to be able to communicate that the revocation has occurred
Right.
for that to happen. You know, the other thing that comes up in situations like this is whether or not the power of attorney is going to be an immediate power of attorney or if it's going to be a springing power of attorney.
Which
Which
means
means what?
what?
So if we fill out a durable or other power of attorney paperwork right now, by their normal terms, then you would be able to act immediately.
Okay.
Correct? A springing power of attorney says the attorney, in fact, has no power to act unless and until certain conditions have occurred. Typically, those are going to be a doctor has declared me to be incapacitated.
But then doesn't that become a durable power
Well,
of
it
attorney?
would have to be a durable power of attorney for that to have that separate provision.
Okay,
But you
okay.
can have a durable power of attorney that takes effect immediately upon signing. Even though I'm still competent, my attorney in fact can handle my affairs for me, and then if I become incompetent, they can continue to handle my affairs for me. Or I can say, hey, I don't want anybody to act on my behalf, well, I can still do it myself.
Right, right.
Therefore, I'm going to make it a springing durable power of attorney, and it won't take effect until I'm declared incompetent, but then it will persist through my incompetency up until my death, at which point, hopefully, I've got a living trust in place. The successor trustee takes over. Actually, they would have taken over the point of my incapacity by the terms of the living trust as well.
Right. Who determines that? The
You do.
lawyer or that you're incapacitated?
A doctor.
A doctor, right.
But then if you don't have the trust in place, then...
Once you die, then you're looking at probate court, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So you got to have both.
But the person who has your power of attorney can't act on your behalf?
If they have a durable power of attorney and you're incapacitated but still alive, they could actually create a trust for you
That's what I
at
mean.
that time.
That's what I mean.
Before you died. That could happen.
Okay.
You could do that.
Yeah.
This all seems... Why would you... Are you hedging your bets by getting a durable power of attorney? It's like, yeah, I know I could be going downstream here, so I'm going to start signing these things.
You know, I have one. There's really no reason not to go ahead and have one. I'm in pretty good health for
Yeah.
46. But no, I have a durable power of attorney. It's a springing one.
Right.
You know,
That sounds like a good
if I
option.
become incapacitated, you know, my wife gets to take control of things. Not that she's not already in control of things. But if she's unable to act, then actually I now have an 18-year-old son. And so he's the successor attorney, in fact. So he can take charge there, too.
Yeah, it gets very confusing.
So they could do anything they want with you at that point.
Not until I'm declared incompetent. They
Well,
can't.
but I mean, that could be days away.
It could be.
So
It
your
could
mom-
be any time.
I mean, your wife can't declare you incompetent.
No, she can't.
She can't.
She might.
Oh,
but
she might.
She can't.
Might talk about it
She's
a
not
lot,
a doctor.
but it's, yeah.
But you know, my son's in medical school. I'm wondering how that would work if he could declare us incompetent and then take over.
Well, maybe he's figured that out.
Not
The
yet.
word-
Well, as long as he doesn't see the show, I think we're okay.
The word cahoots is kind of hanging there. You got the sort of
He's still waiting for me to
Damocles
finish paying for college. So
Oh,
I think
okay,
we're
well, you're
okay.
safe until that point.
Until
then.
now, yeah, we're good.
All right,
Yeah.
so then you have the different powers of attorney, and then the trust.
The trust.
Okay.
And the function of the trust in most scenarios is just to distribute your assets after your death.
Right.
Now, you use it to administer your estate while you're still alive because the trust has to own the assets or it has no authority to distribute them.
Okay.
So it's in effect and it's in place while you're alive, but you're the creator, the grantor, the trustee, and the beneficiary, so it's not a big deal.
And that's why you
attorney.
need a lawyer. That's right. Thank you,
If you have a
Will.
question for Will, you can email him at wworship@color10.com, and of course, he will answer your question on the show. Will,
Good to see
thanks a
you.
lot.